What's going on, my PT peeps, my Walking Dead family, my fighters? I'm One Eyebrow, also known as PT. Don't know if I'm winking or blinking, but I'm definitely thinking about The Walking Dead Season 11. Obviously, spoiler warning for all things Walking Dead, where we have some information about the first 4 episodes of The Walking Dead Season 11. I'm super excited to talk about it. But I know not everybody wants spoilers, but if you're here, it says spoiler warning. So if you want to know the information, you know, it's a conundrum. But ultimately, The Walking Dead will be back before you know it. And I'm super excited, just like everybody else. It's a little bittersweet because we're going to get these episodes in the final season. But before we get to it, guys, hit that subscribe button, like, share, subscribe, and donate to the cause to help support the channel so we can continue to make these awesome daily videos. Now, The Walking Dead Season 11, Episode 1 is Acheron Part 1. Daryl leads a mission team to scavenge the military base he discovered. Maggie tells her story, prompting a new mission for survival that only Negan can lead. Eugene and his group go through assessment by the Commonwealth Paramilitary Police. So this is the synopsis for the first episode. You see it again here. So a couple of different spots have the same synopsis, which is always good. There's a lot of speculation, rumors going around, and don't worry, we'll cover that. Now, per the TWD Universe spoilers, the synopses for 1101, 02, 03, and 04. So Acheron Part 1, we already know. Acheron Part 2, Maggie's team travels through the subway tunnel. Yumiko seeks accelerated processing in the Commonwealth. 1103, Hunted, Magna and Kelly try to catch horses. Judith and Gracie deal with their parents' departure. 1104, Rendition or Surrender. Daryl and Dog are captured by Reapers and taken to Meridian and reconnect with someone. So the someone's got to be Leah, right? But if you look at the episodes right now in the first 4 episodes, Part 1, Part 2 of Acheron, Hunted, and Rendition is what I have for 1104, 1105, Out of the Ashes, 1106, On the Inside, 1107, Promises Broken, and 1108, For Blood. So these episode titles are great. You can get some things from it, but ultimately, it's just speculation and rumors and ideas and theories right now. But let's get more in detail in 1101 and 1102, Acheron Part 1 and Part 2. So both episodes are directed by Kevin Dowling, and the writers are Angela Kang and Jim Barnes. So in 1101, returning to Alexandria from a critical food mission, the group realizes it isn't enough. So what was that mission? Going to Hilltop or somewhere else? Maggie proposes a new plan, potentially a suicide mission. What choice do they have? They must find more food for all their people in order to survive and efficiently rebuild Alexandria. If they don't, Alexandria falls, taking them down with it. Once on the road, a violent storm erupts, forcing them underground into a subway tunnel. As nerves fray and suspicions increase, chaos ensues. The terror is relentless as our people get a glimpse of what Maggie and her group endured prior to returning to Alexandria. Meanwhile, those captured by the strange soldiers are relocated to another undisclosed location. So Part 1 looks to be very awesome. Part 2 is a continuation of that, obviously. The group discovers a member did not make it to safety inside the subway car. Surrounded by walkers, going back out into the tunnel to search is a guaranteed death wish. All eyes are on Negan as the rule of survival shifts. It is no longer no man left behind. The motto now is we keep going. With very little ammo and energy remaining, the group must ready themselves as the walkers have found a way inside the subway train. Meanwhile, Daryl is in his own intense hellish situation trying to find Dog and finding more than he expected, and Yumiko challenges the process at the Commonwealth outpost, which threatens her future and that of Eugene, Ezekiel, and Princess. So they're going to the army base, then the storm comes and they have to go underground, which we kind of can tell what's going to happen there from the sneak peeks. With Negan, the walkers and body bags that are still alive. What's up with that? Our group's going to have to do some serious working together to get out of this. Someone gets left behind and it's going to be crazy. So who was left behind? Is it someone from Maggie's group? Is that connected with here? There's a lot of theories and a lot of speculation going around. And right now, it has to be that because we haven't seen the episodes yet. I mean, some people have, the reviewers, but not us. And all the different teasers and trailers, we see Daryl's got a bunch of dirt on his face, or maybe he's just dirty, but he clearly says, I don't leave anybody behind. So who is left behind? Is it a major character that gets wounded? Probably, potentially, possibly. But it looks to be rocking and rolling right out the gate in the first 2 episodes. And what's up with Negan? Are they expecting him to sacrifice himself or lead the group to safety, or both? Now, if you know the comics, you know that our group is going to the Commonwealth. You see it in the trailers, you see it all over the place, and our 4 people here should have a huge story arc That'll probably be different from the comic, but we know that Yumiko is going to be involved heavily. She'll probably have the Michonne story arc with her brother finding on the missing persons board potentially, maybe being the judge. And, we see her in the Commonwealth armor. And if you know my recent video, you see other people in the armor. So our group is going to be heavily involved with the Commonwealth. Some become soldiers and have different roles in this community. Now let's talk about 1103 and 1104. Magna and Kelly try to catch horses. Judith and Gracie deal with their parents' departure. And we know that Judith's parents are Michonne and Rick, and they both left. Some people think Rick's probably dead. And I would assume that Aaron just goes somewhere. He doesn't die. But as for 1104, Daryl and Dog are captured by Reapers and taken to Meridian. I guess that's the headquarters for the Reapers, and reconnect with someone, which has to be Leah, right? So we have Magna and Kelly and Gracie and Judith mentioned in the synopsis. So Magna hasn't really had the biggest role on the show. She's not really that great of a character for a lot of people, but they're trying to catch horses. And I'm guessing that's what the rope's for that Magna has. Are they going to actually find the horses? Most likely. We're going to see them come across the horses. We're going to see Carol and Rosita with them. Do they split up and meet up with them later? But hopefully Kelly is reunited with Connie. But what's the future hold for Magna? Is she going to die at the Commonwealth? Is she going to be taken out some other way? Because she lives in the comic, but she's a little different character, and the story is differently changed for the show. But they come across the horses. They also come across horses that are chopped up or exploded, a la, with Princess and before with those horses. But they also find a horse, and Kelly's on a horse there. So they're going to need the horses to get around. They're not going to be able to just gas up their cars, except for Daryl's motorcycle, right? The vehicles are not going to be running on gas much. But Magna and Kelly are also seen in promo photos and trailers inside a building, probably at the army base. So is it different episodes that they're there at the army base and they go out try to get horses? How does Kelly get reunited with Connie? I personally think Connie's going to get captured by the Reapers, and Daryl and Connie come across that, and Daryl brings her back. But as for Gracie and Judith, who are both mentioned in the synopsis, which is kind of cool, setting up the future potentially for these characters, I still think it plays a big factor with Judith. Her parents are gone, right? They have to just work on that. It clearly said in the synopsis about their parents' departure. So we know that Aaron is still around, but I'm guessing he goes to Hilltop to get supplies and take out some walkers of their people, maybe find some whispers. It would make sense as well. But Aaron should have a bigger role this final season of The Walking Dead, and I can't wait to see what's in store for Aaron this final season. But Judith is a character that I think can be the future of the show if they want to go beyond the main series. The Walking Dead, The Next Generation. But why is Judith upset here? She's clearly teaching her friends, RJ, Gracie, Herschel, and two of Jerry's sons, and I hope they're leading to something with this. It's pretty cool to see them working together, and who is Judith pointing her katana at like this? Is it Gage? Is it a Reaper? And look at her face. If that's not a Shane face, I don't know what is. I just see her turning into her father, especially with her parents both being gone. Now we got to talk about Dog and Daryl being captured. There's a lot of people going around social media saying that Dog gets killed. That is not, get it? Not confirmed. In the trailer, because we hear him squeal and yelp like he was injured or attacked, but he's taken. Taken. He's going to be like squealing. Yelping. So, what? We didn't see him get killed, but there's all these people going around that he gets killed. It's not confirmed. Daryl gets taken. And I'm thinking this is him with the hood over his head at the Reapers headquarters, and he reconnects with someone. It's got to be Leah, right? And yet again, Daryl is captured. A la season 7. So they're going to be going back to some story arcs that we saw before. Callbacks, connections, Easter eggs. I think it's going to happen. And it should happen a lot. So does Daryl reunite with Connie here as they're both captured? And there's no way that it's not reconnecting with Leah, right? We're all going with this is Leah, based on the eyes, based on the look, based on the story. It just fits from season 10C. So we're getting a connecting point with the Reapers, Leah. We're still going with Leah's connected with the Reapers. Is she Pope? Is she another person there? We see Dog with Leah. So Dog's okay. And also, Daryl's forearm is badly burned. So I would assume this is after he's taken, he escapes. Is that Leah, Maggie, Rosita, somebody coming to save the day? But they look to be all in black, kind of like the Reapers look. And the classic Daryl look with the fire behind him. Kind of reminds me of season 6 when he blew up the lake inside Alexandria. But the information is coming out more and more and more as we get closer to the return of The Walking Dead. AMC Plus members can watch episode 1101 on the 15th of August. On the 22nd, it airs for everybody on AMC. I'm excited, guys. We're getting closer. Every day is a step closer to The Walking Dead returning. Let me know your thoughts. Post your comments below. Like, share, subscribe. Support the channel so we can continue to make these awesome daily Walking Dead videos. But either way, we truly appreciate it. Stay safe and tell them, Daryl.
Yo, we love you.